Director, 100 to 249, Benefactor, 250 to 499, and Ambassador, 500 or more, and each level comes with a gift. Yay. Also, for our seniors in band, art, and drama and choir, we are now accepting applications for scholarships. So all that information is on the website, and applications are accepted through March 3rd. So we really appreciate your support. Anything you can do to help is greatly appreciated. These students have worked really hard, and I know we're going to have a great show tonight. I do want to ask for a special round of applause for our middle schoolers playing tonight, our seniors, and our Carroll students that came to join the concert tonight. So please enjoy.
Good evening and welcome to the Pewaukee High School Band's Winter Concert Mixed Media. Please take this moment to silence all cell phones. This is also your last opportunity to turn your flash off on your camera before you get embarrassed. We would like to remind you that there will be flashing and moving lights during our opening number. If anybody has photosensitivity, it will only be during the opening number. Thank you. Without further ado, we'd like to welcome Miss Mitchell to the stage.
There you are, sitting in a band rehearsal, and suddenly the ground starts shaking violently. With a thunderous explosion, a large underground transport vehicle, the size of a cargo van with a huge drill on the front, emerges through the floor. Everyone in the band watches in frozen astonishment as the vehicle hisses and opens up a side panel door. A hunched, human-like creature with abnormally large eyes stands in front of a DJ table and begins to spin a track as a way of introducing himself and his underground civilization. At first, the music of his race sounds unfamiliar, since it has evolved separate from the music of the surface humans for the last several hundred years. But slowly, the off-kilter groove in 13/4 time gets your foot tapping, and the melodies from the Superlocrian scale sound fresh and interesting, and before you know it, you not only are playing along, but stepping into the underground RV and heading down the tunnel to a subterranean dance club. You and all your friends quickly meld your music into the pulsating rhythms to celebrate with your newfound underground friends.
Snakes is a short piece of program music which explores different sounds which one might associate with different snakes.
Big snakes, little snakes, cute snakes, writhing piles of snakes, swaying cobras, and dangerous snakes are all represented throughout. After a brief introduction, we hear hints of hissing, a dangerous melody. Think snake charmer enticing the snake from the wicker basket. Rapid bursts of chromatic runs, coiled snakes, which will strike without warning.
The piece ends with a section of writhing tendrils of sounds, the snake pit, and a brief recapitulation, catchy melody and rhythm of the snake charmer's cobra.
choreography was inspired by the dance movements found in contemporary dance and ballet. The piece opens with fast-paced angular gestures accompanied by rapid rhythmical punctuations before yielding to a contrasting lyrical section with long, flowing lines.
Blue and Green Music by Samuel Hazo was based on the painting of the same name by Georgia O'Keeffe. As O'Keeffe explained, it was painted upon the idea that music could be translated into something for the eye. Samuel Hazo then later translated it back into something for the ear. The entire piece is based on one theme that is varied into numerous different treatments. As you listen, how do you think Samuel Hazo represented the art through music?
Randall Standridge says, I value and love to listen to and play the entire array of sounds, rhythms, and textures that the world of music in all of its forms has to offer. Havana Nights was inspired by the performers of Yama Sumas, Tito Puente, Perez Prado, and other Latin performers. This work takes place in Mambo clubs of Havana as the heroine Havana dances her way through the nightlife. She encounters another young dancer, and the two begin a flirtatious conversation through the art of dance. The animated video by filmmaker Scott Winters is his visual representation of the music Havana Nights.
Charles Dickens first published his novella A Christmas Carol in 1843. Since then, it has become one of the most well-known Christmas tales. Randall Standridge gives us a musical illustration of this timeless tale. It is presented in 5 scenes that mirror the 5 chapters of Dickens' novella. Ben Varner will be our narrator for tonight's performance.
Once upon a time, on Christmas Eve, Ebenezer Scrooge sat alone in his room. He sat in front of the fire, hating Christmas, hating his fellow man, and saying, "Bah humbug," to everything. When suddenly, his chamber bell began to ring all by itself. The basement door boomed as it opened on its own. And he heard the sounds of ghostly moans and chains dragging up his stairs. Before him appeared the ghost of Jacob Marley, dead now 7 years. You will be visited by 3 spirits. Heed their words, change your ways, or my fate will be yours. The ghost of Christmas past came first, showing Scrooge scenes of his childhood, young love won and lost. The ghost of Christmas present was a giant of a man, sitting amongst a Christmas bounty and bidding Scrooge to join him for scenes of Christmas merriment. Come in, and know me better, man. A lone figure in robes stood silently before Scrooge. It was the ghost of Christmas yet to come. The spirit led Scrooge to a graveyard, where those gathered laughed and spoke ill of the recently deceased. name on the tombstone read, Ebenezer Scrooge. Scrooge woke up to find that it was Christmas morning. The spirits had done it all in one night. With joy in his heart, he rushed outside to wish a Merry Christmas to all.
If Santa were a secret agent, what would his mission be? Perhaps to deliver gifts. Perhaps to bring joy and hope to the world. Perhaps he is trying to recruit more elves for his workshop. Perhaps he's just trying to fit in. In any case, he is quite the mystery.
before we close tonight, I'd like to thank a couple of people. First, to Mr. Sevens up in the sound booth, who helps all of my crazy ideas come to life when we put them on stage with animated videos and images and all of those good things. So thank you to Mr. Sevens up there. I would also like to thank our guests that came to help fill in some spots with some help with missing instrument parts that we have. If I could have our Carroll University students please stand who joined us. And Mr. Fronda, science teacher extraordinaire, former band member of mine. So thank you to these folks who came to help. And I would be remiss, you might recognize Kate Lasko in the front row there. She graduated last year, a student at Carroll this year, and came back to help us out. It was great to see her smiling face in the band again. I also want to thank Elliot Eekhoff back there, a 7th grader at ASA, who on percussion has helped out and played in, I think, every piece we did for this concert cycle. So a percussion extraordinaire back there. So thank you to Elliot. And thank you to all of you for coming out. I hope this helped get you a little bit into the holiday spirit. I call it a winter concert because there's so much great concert band music out there that it's a shame to only do holiday music during the holidays, but we want to explore all of the other great music that's out there. So we're going to close today with Sleigh Ride, one of my personal favorites, and I know it's one of the favorite of the band as well. So we hope you enjoy Sleigh Ride and have a great rest of your evening. And as soon as I got to the stage, I realized I forgot to thank one more group of students that was supposed to be between the Carroll University students and Elliott, and that was our band members, both in concert band and symphonic band, who learned all of the music for this concert cycle and played the entire concert through. So we had some really amazing students up here who their lips are probably about to fall off. So I'd like to just very quickly, because I forgot, if those students who played in both concert band portion and symphonic band portion could stand up and be recognized, because I did not mean to forget you. Thank you, everybody, and we hope you have a great evening.